had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave them floppy, face not.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Seattle Seahawks. Playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. The Seahawks at 7-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell. I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Geno now to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And some space here. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Sticking with Walker on second down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try the air now with Smith. Flush to his right. And a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think. And now the rookie's free, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Ken Walker with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Jacobs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 14. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Eluding the pressure right. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing now is Geno. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 83 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Smith. Walker with a grab left side. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come back and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. Flushed out right. This is caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Takes it at the 7. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They just do get the play off. Love going to throw it. And that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 164 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Love, they go play action now. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. There he goes, right side. 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run it with Jacobs. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football. And it ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So potentially a good chance now to answer back from the touchdown a minute ago as they get 15 yards tacked on.
It's going to give them much better starting field position, and they didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, 62 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
On second down, it's Walker. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3rd and 2, Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, Walker. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Smith. And the Raiders have got him. Give that sack to the linebacker, Jayon Brown. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown. Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone. Able to slither by. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Running is Jacobs. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Running it with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge. Once again, it's Jacobs. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. So they'll try to move the ball closer here on 3rd down. A field goal from this spot would be just inside of 60 yards, 59 to be exact. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back. They go back to Abdullah on first. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Here's Jacobs. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Second down, Jacobs once more. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a fourth down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. From the 50, it's Smith. This is the tight end Fan. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Here's Smith. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Desperation time for Smith on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 1 yard is the gain. And that's good for a Vegas first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Yellow, 22.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city. Come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, trips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she... Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission.